Live from KTVN Reno, you're watching 2 News at 5:30.
We could lose everything that we've gained already just by that drone coming over and us having to move the aircraft up.
Officials want to remind the public to not fly drones over fires after having to halt operations temporarily on the Powell fire over the weekend. And that is our 2 News Big Story at 5:30. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kristen Remington. Ryan is off this week. Thank you for keeping it here with us at 5:30. Fire crews made some good progress on the Powell fire, which is burning on Peavine Mountain. As of the latest update, the fire is 70% contained now. It's burned just more than 3,000 acres. 3 more buildings are damaged, bringing the total number to 11. Over the weekend, crews had to stop aerial support, however, for a while after a drone sighting in this area. Brian Hoffman spoke to officials about the dangers of drone flight during an active fire.
Aerial operations and support are a big part of suppressing wildfires, especially in rough terrain that's hard to access.
There's a lot of people on the ground that are depending on the use of the aircraft. So we have our dozers working, and we may have the air tankers putting retardant down ahead of them, so it's a little bit safer.
Unfortunately, those aerial operations cannot happen if drones are in the area.
They may think these are just small little drones that can't hurt anything, but that small drone can take down those giant DC-10 tankers as well as the helicopters.
You know, drones are a lot of fun and they're popping up everywhere, but one place you should never see them is during an active fire. Unfortunately, 2 drones were flying during the Powell fire, which caused crews to cease operations for about an hour.
Anytime we get a report of a drone in an area, especially on a fire, we have to shut down the aircraft because it's real dangerous if an aircraft flies into a drone or a drone flies into an aircraft. It could cause a fatality.
For commercial drone pilots or 107 certified pilots, there is a test with proper operations of drones, where and when you can use them, and how to log flights with the FAA. In the U.S., drones are not allowed to fly at night, over crowds, or over first responder activity, including fires. There are a bunch of free apps like Before You Fly or AirMap that shows you where you can and can't fly. But even if you don't have the app, officials say that if you see smoke or any first responder activity, not to fly your drone.
Anytime you see a fire, we're going to have aircraft coming into that area. We put up a temporary flight restriction area.
Failing to obey these no-fly zones can result in anything from a misdemeanor offense to a felony.
When these emergencies are going on, whether it's a fire, whether it's a flood, when we have our emergency vehicles up, airplanes up, helicopters up, to keep those drones out of the sky.
If you do happen to see a drone flying during a fire, you're urged to let law enforcement or fire officials know so they can take the proper precautions. Covering the story, Brian Hoffman, 2 News.